incoherent ramblings and stuff. So, the Anbernic RG350. I had pretty much done making videos of and about this system because I'd covered everything I wanted to cover, but I did in one of those videos lament the lack of the BeebEm emulator, the BBC Micro emulator that appeared on various of the other Open Dingux powered handhelds. And then recently I received a PM on Facebook from Jeremy Rayner, who he told me he had just ported the BeebEm emulator over to the RG350 and gave me a link. I'm going to post links in the info bar thingamajig, you know, down there at the bottom, that will take you to all the useful bits and pieces that I talk about here. He gave me the link, and in due course, probably the next day, I don't think I installed it while we were talking, I grabbed the OPK file, and he gave me all the instructions that I needed, and it's very simple to install if you're used to installing emulators on the RG350. Going to the first link, where it's on the Dinguti forum. The pinned post on this link goes to it's like a GitHub. I always find that a weird thing, because Git to me means like, yeah, whatever. It's an OPK file that on Chrome kind of fails. Perhaps that's why I said a fail. Anyway, if I try and do open link in new tab or save link as, it tries to save the HTML, the web page, rather than the OPK file, and I ended up downloading it. I can't remember if I used Firefox or Edge, but it didn't seem to want to work in the Chrome browser. But anyway, once I'd got that sorted, got the OPK file, you transfer it, well, you put it onto your micro SD card. Now Jeremy says you can launch it from the SD card. I didn't do that. I transferred it using Dingux Commander. So I would have had it on my SD card, yeah, right there, BeebOPK on there, and on here I will have gone to Data, Apps, and I will have put it in there. In fact, there it is, BeebEmOPK. Then, and I can't remember how to quit this, like that, I will have gone to emulators here and run it. And the first time you run it, it asks for, or it will say it can't run because it needs a bunch of files. It needs some BIOS files. They don't come as standard in the emulator. So you're going to need to get your BBC Micro BIOS files. Use Google to find them. There is a big file out there that's got all of the Beeb BIOS files, like a big selection of them. Download that. Then on this, the user local home, we'll do it on the right here. Go to BeebEm, and you've got this folder here, ROMs. And you put them in there. You won't necessarily have them with the, in fact, I know the files that you download won't have these names. They'll have different names, but the instructions that, I think it's in, that you get a requester on the BeebEm, it says I want these files. You rename them. You rename this, you've got to identify the right files out of the big pack that you've downloaded. It's not difficult. You'll be able to figure out which ones they are, and then rename them with these names that you see here. Put them into the BeebEm ROMs folder, and it will work. So that when you boot it up the next time, you can pick yourself some games to play, and they will work. You can keep your BBC disk files on your external SD card and they will work just fine. You'll have like a file requester thing that will let you tell it where all of the disk files are. And hey presto, you do have to configure the keyboard controls, and you do that on here, and I'm not going to show you how because I can't remember because I'm a bit rubbish like that. How? Okay, here we go. F8. And how do we start? Press return. I don't even remember what return is. Okay, that's return, and it works. And I just ejected because I'm stupid. Yay! All right, let's reset. Let's run new game. Because Starship command, I just load media SD card. What? Hark at me putting sentences together. Well. Thrust. Yeah. I have set up the controls on this. I don't remember what they are. Press the space bar to start. Oh! That obviously was not... I've got a thrust button control set up here somewhere. God, but I don't know which one it is. Oh, for goodness sake. Thrust, damn it. Yeah, I'm good at this. Alright. Anyway, there you go. That is BeebEm on the Anbernic RG350. Sorry my instructions were absolutely abysmal and appalling, but you will figure it out. Also, I'm going to put in some useful links that Jeremy gave me. Because I asked, did he develop this emulator or port it or what? And he gave me a brief history of the BeebEm emulator. It was first developed for Unix systems by one Dave Gilbert. Then Dave Eggleston did some work on it, took it up to the GP2X version. That was ported by Bob Fossil, and then Jeremy has ported it across from that version to the RG350. I'm going to put some links down below, and they give you information about these various people who've done work on the BeebEm emulator, because it's interesting. And it's not often you get to find out how a thing like this has come to be. You know, if you're a person like me, you just go hunting around on the internet, find emulators and use them, and they work, and you don't actually know where they came from or anything about them. And it's just interesting to know. So links to those down below. Hopefully I've managed to edit this together into something remotely coherent, because as I'm recording it, it's just a rambling mess. So apologies if it's incoherent. Hope I've made it viewable. Yeah, okay. So my thanks to Jeremy for PMing me and telling me about this, because since it's not in the local pack, and that's the only thing I've really been paying attention to, I wouldn't have known about it or found out about it for quite a while. I have been PM'd about it since by someone else. Actually, no, they left a comment. Yeah, it would have been a while before I knew about this, and it makes me happy. I like Acorn systems, especially as I'm doing Acorn Electron videos at the moment. It's like anyone who hasn't got an Electron but has got a RG350 and would like to try something very similar. The BBC is more powerful than the Electron, but anyway, it's all very topical and relevant at the moment if you're watching my stuff. Okay, shutting up now. Thank you for watching.
So look, just subscribe to this Benway chap and we can all go home. I'll have a glass of claret and, bollocks.